Hello everyone, I'm Carthu, and welcome back to the dojo. Today, we're not tackling Dragon Ball Super. Not the new movie, not the series, not the manga. No, we are tackling Dragon Ball Z. Something that I don't really talk about in its own entirety on this channel very often, and I feel like it deserves a bit more, because there are some misconceptions around, and I think that the closest to a full Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z video that I've done was the top 5 misconceptions. Now, this video's title may have gotten some of you a bit interested, a bit confused even. You know, what does he mean that this scene with Vegeta, his ultimate character progression, his ultimate speech, you know, it's a third of an episode, it's the biggest moment of his character besides sacrificing himself. It's his overall progression to move past Goku, right? He doesn't want to fight to surpass Goku anymore. This is his new motive, his new ideology, his new perspective on the world, fighting and getting stronger, right? This is what this scene's about. How is it a joke, Carthu? How could it possibly be interpreted as a joke? Well, let's get into that. So the first thing I'd want to point out is, why do people think this scene is so serious? What's the, seriousness of this scene? Where does it come from? Why does it feel so heavy and emotional when we think back to it? Well, that's because of the anime. You see, the Dragon Ball Z anime changed a lot of things from the manga, adding things, taking things away, adding backstory that wasn't originally there, so on and so forth. This 2-page speech by Vegeta in the manga is extended into a third of an episode. It has flashbacks, revelations, recollections. It becomes this culmination of Vegeta's and Goku's history, as opposed to just Vegeta in the moment. And it changes this so heavily that when we get to talking about the manga, especially for those of you who may not have read it and just watched it, well, you're gonna see how big a difference this has. So you have this speech with this grandiose music, this overtone of emotional support, this resonance. They changed the word from champion to #1. They changed all these minute details that eventually add up to this characterization being taken so seriously. When in reality, I believe Toriyama's intent when writing this scene, because it's one chapter, is a joke. So let's jump into the manga. The first thing of note is that Vegeta doesn't fight Majin Buu till after this speech. He doesn't fight him in the manga anyway. In the anime, he fights him before the speech, getting a taste of this power. You know, this creature is far beyond my power, you are glorious and stuff. It resonates with that last sentiment of him actually experiencing it. Now, that scene is stupid in the anime, I believe, because Vegeta should have died. But that being beside the point, it doesn't really help this cause of it becoming a joke. So this chapter of the manga starts with Goku and Kid Buu fighting, and it's really serious. The fighting is, even when it's silly to some degree because of how Buu can use his body, it's still serious. It feels like there's a lot of impact, action. It's crazy. It sort of has this heavy feeling to it, like this is a final battle, you know. There's nothing too silly about it that goes outlandish and makes the scene seem much sillier than it is. Then we go to Vegeta's speech. Vegeta starts with, "Kakarot, you're so glorious. This creature is far beyond me. No one can fight him but you. I think I see it at last. Why I could never beat you. I thought it was because you have people to protect, but I have people to protect. So that doesn't make sense because we're the same in that regard. I think the difference is I still fight to win, to enjoy it, to kill my enemies, to puff up my pride. Not you. You've never fought to win. You fight to better yourself, to push your limits. That's why you've never killed your enemies." Now, the first thing to note there, obviously, is that Goku has killed his enemies in the past as a kid. That sort of was a trend of not killing the enemies after Piccolo, but even still, he went to kill Frieza. He went to kill Cell. He wanted to kill Majin Buu. So really, the only enemy he didn't kill, or at least try to kill, was Vegeta. And that's why that line's kind of weird. It's sort of like Vegeta's misinterpreting events. And then you have this scene of Goku getting bitten on the arm by Kid Buu, this overly dramatic reaction with the mouth agape and, Kid Buu chomping down. It's hysterical. It's a funny picture. Over this serious speech, that's where this tonal shift starts to happen in this chapter. So then we go to the next page, the only other page of the speech, and we see the silliness continues. Goku's jumping in the air, dodging, doing like the splits. Goku bites Kid Buu. And this fight that Vegeta's calling like glorious, it's the greatest thing I've ever witnessed. These are the top fighters in the universe. It's silly. It's silly on purpose. It's to give you this idea that it's really a ridiculous fight. It's not really meant to be so serious. And then you have, why you refused to kill me. As if you knew all along I would learn to have a soul. That's not why. Goku says why. Goku said, oh, I don't want to kill you because I want to fight you again. Regardless of your soul and crap like that, I just want to fight you. He never knows if the bad guy's gonna stay bad. It was a luck of the draw with Piccolo and Vegeta and even Frieza, which Frieza was the first one that failed. That, he's tried to save him. Frieza's like, no, screw you. I'm gonna use this energy you gave me to kill you. It's that sort of thing. And, Vegeta goes on, I should hate you, a Saiyan who loves to fight and is kind, And then, good luck, Kakarot. You are the champion. Awesome, right? Awesome. So you have this great scene that everybody loves, and, in the manga, it's 2 pages. It's not a third of an episode. It's not like this crazy long thing. It's not a big deal. It's sort of just this scene. That's it. It's a thing that happens. But then, in the same chapter, by the way, we go a little bit further. So you have then Vegeta, after a couple pages of Goku fighting Kid Buu, you have Vegeta coming up to Kakarot, to Goku, and saying, you know what, listen, I don't want my turn, you were never planning on giving me a turn anyway, you knew I'd just get killed, I'd be erased from existence. Goku, you're far stronger than I ever thought, Buu is far stronger than I ever thought, so you know what, just do it, power up Super Saiyan 3, kill him, you can do it, I know you can. Then we get to the gag section of this though. Goku's like, well, I've been trying to kill him. I just can't do it. I haven't had a chance. I need to rev up Super Saiyan 3 for a minute. Vegeta's like, a minute? What? What are you talking about? The Potara could have done it. He was trying to look cool. Vegeta's like, you're not holding back for me? I thought you were holding back. He keeps dragging this out a little. Little Punk's having fun. Buu's doing his crazy little dance and stuff. And then you get these silly scenes. And Vegeta's like, I'll hold him for that minute. You build up your ki, whatever. It shatters Vegeta's revelation, right? He's like, you're the champion, you're the strongest. He's even doing the pose when he's telling him to build up his Super Saiyan 3 ki to win. He's doing the same pose he was doing when he was like, you're the champion. And Goku's like, I've been trying, it's just a big joke. That's the joke. I hate to tell you that Toriyama loves jokes and subverting our expectations. This is the reason the manga then goes on to have Goku even shatter Vegeta's expectations more by taking longer than a minute to rev up, and by the time of revving up was over, Goku's at a Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 is pretty much considered a useless form when alive because the body can't handle it, his body's not used to it alive. And then Vegeta's like, alright, fine, I'll make a plan to win the day. And then Vegeta does. Goku may have launched the Spirit Bomb at Kid Buu, but Vegeta was the one who made the plan that ultimately saved the Earth and the universe. Ultimately, it was entirely Vegeta's doing that the victory against Majin Buu happened. Vegeta is the champion. That's the twist. That's the joke. And either way, people have been using this speech to say that, oh, Vegeta will never try to surpass Goku again. Why? He acknowledges what makes them different, but that doesn't mean he can't still strive to be better. That doesn't mean he can't strive to have those same characteristics, right? It's obviously not training, even though it's partially training, because Vegeta does one type of training, and that's Gravity Room. But more than that, it's that Vegeta's characterization is different, which is fine, I accept that. But Vegeta is aware of the characteristics that make Goku better. And that's why he goes to save the Earth. That's why he gets considered a good guy by the end of it. That's why he's doing all these nicer things by the end of it. He's trying to change those characteristics so he can surpass Kakarot. He can surpass Goku. It's pretty simple and straightforward to me, guys. This speech never, ever was intended to be taken seriously, in my opinion. And more importantly, it was never even intended to end the rivalry between Goku and Vegeta. I don't know why people are so caught up on this speech when talking about Vegeta's characterization. He never even makes it an inference that he would never be able to surpass Goku, he would never be able to do these things, so he's just going to give up on it. That's so silly. It's never stated, it's never said. I don't think there's an inference there. The only inference I see people making is that he says what makes Goku so different is his characterization, but then in the same arc, Vegeta tries to change his characterization to fit that same style. But anyway, guys, leave your opinions, counterpoints in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this. Did you know this was, like, less serious in the manga? That was only, like, a 4-page thing, 5-page thing. You know, 2 pages of speech and 2 pages of silly with, like, a couple of pages in between of Goku and Kid Buu fighting, you know, and a couple pages at the beginning of Goku and Kid Buu fighting, but the speech part is, like, 5 pages in total, 6 pages. It's not much. And also, let me know if you think it should be considered a gag. Maybe you don't. Maybe you think, nah, it's still serious, it still has reasons. Let me know in the comments down below. I've been having a huge Twitter discussion about this over the past couple days, and I decided I wanted to drop a video on it, because I think it's a pretty interesting topic. I do think, by the way, it's serious in the anime, but the manga, the original author's intent, Toriyama's intent, which is consistent with the Kanzenban and Super's characterizations of Vegeta, is the gag that, you know, Goku is not this ultra super warrior that's unbeatable. Anyway, guys, subscribe if you like the videos, ring the bell if you want to get notifications all the time, check out Patreon and the Discord if you want to be more involved in this community. But for now, video outro.